Hello, I'm Richard Hooper and I'm here at Technicolor 2016 where I'm pleased to be joined by Lane Cooper of Technicolor. Lane, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you had a press briefing yesterday at the show. Tell me a little bit more about Technicolor and what you were trying to achieve.
Sure. Well, Technicolor has made a major commitment to the Asia-Pacific region. We had a phenomenal first quarter. We had 65% growth. And it's really a payoff on a 5-year investment that we've made since we've regionalized our strategy to bring technology, entertainment, and communications along with our service provider partners throughout the Asia-Pacific region.
Now, some people would probably know Technicolor better from the major movies, but that's not just what you do, is it?
Well, it isn't, but it is part of an integrated story. So one of the things that we've seen is a huge amount of convergence across technologies. A lot of that has been focused on bringing entertainment experiences to audiences. And that's how we see consumers as a creative technology company that is involved in creating content with the major studios and Hollywood television producers around the world. We have a global footprint and creating immersive entertainment experiences. We're also moving into creating content for virtual reality and augmented reality environments. Now, what that does is it provides us with a tremendous amount of insight into the kind of content that's going to go beyond the theatrical releases and be delivered to the home. So one of the other major investments that we made in the fourth quarter of last year was we acquired the Cisco's home entertainment or home device business, their customer premises business, what we think of as CDBU. And what we're doing is really trying to create a value chain that understands the creative intent and ensures that we deliver it through the various channels of distribution, whether it's satellite, cable, or traditional telco, and then work with the device manufacturers, television manufacturers, handheld device manufacturers to ensure that that experience retains that fidelity. I think that we're moving beyond the need to simply provide connectivity. We need to really deliver the kind of experiences that audiences all over the world are demanding and we think deserve.
But the Asia-Pacific is a region that's very different from any other part of the world, and the uptake and mobility and everything else. How do you see the uptake of the delivery of your content? So,
demand for entertainment services is growing throughout the region. What is interesting about the Asia-Pacific region is how the great variety of economic development that's taking place, and as a result of that, the great variety of infrastructure that is in place to deliver these experiences. What we do know, though, is that in those emerging economies, you have young, vibrant, high-growth environments that are really focused on the kinds of experiences that are coming out of the region itself. This is one of the most creative environments in terms of developing new content of all sorts. We have major facilities on the content creation front throughout the Asia-Pacific region. But what we are trying to do is to make sure that we work with all of the service providers in the area to deliver viable experiences that match up with what it is that consumers want, and to get ahead of those and provide those wow experiences such as virtual reality so that as those markets begin to mature, the sophisticated markets in the Asia-Pacific region will be among the first to benefit from those.
Now, I know I touched on in the briefing yesterday about the formats that we're being delivered and what people are expecting, and I talked about 4K and the uptake, and whether there was a chance that people would bypass 4K and go to 8K. Sure. I mean, how do you keep ahead of the game when you're delivering content?
You know, it is the trend is going in one direction, right? The content is only getting bigger, and it's also becoming more complex. And so, you know, there is the path will inexorably move forward. We've moved from 2K to 4K. I think there's going to be, as we move into these more immersive experience, the demand for 8K and the requirement to absorb that will increase as we begin to stream these immersive experiences to consumers. But here's the key. The key is that this is not going to be done by any single company or any small group cabal of organizations. What is really needed is to develop an open innovation approach to this. We need to develop value chains where we can ensure the interoperability of the devices, the networks, and that the content that you create once can be played in many different places. So we do think that we have to be technology agnostic, regardless of whether you're in a 2K, 4K, or moving towards an 8K. You know, some people believe that to preserve really high fidelity virtual reality experiences, you'll need 8K per eye, so 16K. So the envelope is really being pushed that far. But as we move forward, we have to ensure that we have a solid backwards compatibility strategy, and that we have an interoperability approach that ensures that innovation is built on those open environments that can, so that we can rest on those, build that next generation of experiences on platforms that are solid, interoperable, and that can deliver those amazing experiences that consumers want all over the world, especially here in the Asia-Pacific region.
So what's next for Technicolor?
Well, you know, we are working with partners in the region to do exactly what we've been talking about, to develop strategies, to implement new technologies, and deliver new experiences in an integrated way from content creation, distribution, and consumption. We're very, very excited about what's happening here in the Asia-Pacific region. It's been a big winner for us in recent years, and we're just very optimistic about tapping into the innovative community that is here. To serve really what is globally one of the most important audiences that we need to reach and resonate with around the world.
Lane, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.